Welcome to the channel Maths 1, where we learn the concepts of mathematics in simple and easy way. My name is Sharat Sharma and today we are going to learn about the coordinate geometry. Look at the exercise, which are unsolved questions. It is given on page number 3 NCERT book for class 9. So the first question is, how will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person? So for example, you have this study table. This is the location of your table lamp. Basically, this is the base of the table lamp. And how are you going to communicate this location to your friend or maybe someone else over the phone, where you can definitely not share the pictures? So how to do it? First of all, let's consider that this is the table you have, study table, and you can define these edges just to identify that this is east west and this is north south. So you can say, if you consider a point which is one of the corners, and this is towards the west south corner, from here you are going to draw a line which passes through the center of your table lamp base, and you get this distance. So let's say this is x centimeter, and in the same ways you are going to draw a line which is parallel to the south edge of the table, and that should be passing through this center of the table lamp, and let's consider this will be y centimeter. So how you can communicate location of your table lamp? You can easily say that if you consider that table is lying in the position which is north, south and east, west direction, if you consider the point which is west, south direction, from here if you go x centimeter on the south edge, and from there if you go parallel to the west edge which is y centimeter, you are going to arrive at a point which will be the center of the base of your table lamp. So let's look at question number 2 in exercise 3.1, which is given on page number 53. So basically this question is about the street plan. This question has two parts. Part number 1, where we are talking about creating the street plan on the paper, and the question says that there are two roads which are running south to north and west to east direction, and they meet at the center of the town. So if you look at this figure over here, we have created these two roads. Consider these two lines which are basically the roads. This is north to south and this is east to west, and they are meeting each other at the center of the town, which I have named as O. And then it says, question says, there are 5 streets which are parallel to these roads in each direction, and these streets are 200 meters apart. So I have created these 5 streets. So 5 streets which are parallel to the road which is north south, and 5 streets which are parallel to this road which is east to west, and these streets are 200 meters apart. Now also in the question it is given that on paper हम लोग उसे 200 meters को we can consider as 1 centimeter. So usually when we draw bigger areas like societies or cities on a paper, of course on paper we do not have unlimited space, so we scale it down. So this is basically known as scale. 1 centimeter equals to 200 meter on the ground. So with that scale, this distance between each street is basically 1 centimeter. So on first centimeter it is street number 1, second centimeter it's street number 2, and so on. So the first part is to draw this street plan on the paper. This is the answer. This is how we create that. Now there is a second part to the question where it is given that suppose all these, basically where these streets they meet each other, that is known as cross street. So if by definition in question it says 2, 5, 2, 5, in question it is given कि अगर ये 2, 5 है, so this cross street is basically second street which is running north to south direction, where it is intersecting with 5th street. ये जो 5th street है which is running east to west. So basically if you look at second street and the 5th street which is running east to west, this is the intersection which is 2 and 5. Now with this assumption and definition of 2 and 5 in this respect, question है how many cross streets can we identify with number 4 comma 3 or with this denomination or with this nomenclature 4 comma 3. So given that this in 2 and 5 the first number was actually the street which is running north and south, so we say 4 is the number of street which is running in the direction north and south. So we say 1 2 3 4, this is the street over here, and then 4 comma 3. So if you look at 3, by definition given in the example, the second number is the street which is running east to west. So 1 2 3, this is the street and this is the fourth one. So where they intersect over here. So this cross street जो हमें 4 and 3 को represent करती है वो सिर्फ एक है. So we identified that. How many 4 and 3 cross streets can be there? There could only be one. We can identify that. Now similarly, there is another part. How many cross streets can we identify with number 3 and 4? Again we look at the same definition which is given in the question. पहला number जो है 3, that is the number of street which is running north to south direction. So we go to 1 2 3, this is the street 3, and then comma 4. So this is the number of street which runs in east and west direction. So we go to 1 2 3 4, this is the street in this example. So we say intersection is over here, and here we can basically identify one cross street with this definition of 3 and 4. So how many cross streets can we identify with 3 and 4? 1. Look at the unsolved exercise, which is exercise 3.2. It is given on page 60 in NCERT. So pehla question, it says, what is the name of horizontal line and vertical line drawn to determine the position of any point in Cartesian plane? So we know horizontal line, which is x-axis, it is denoted as x and x dash. Vertical line, which is known as y-axis, and it is denoted as y and y dash. Second question is, what is the name of each part which is formed by these two lines, which is x-axis and y-axis? So the answer to that is name of each part which is formed by these x-axis and y-axis is quadrant. Basically there are 4 quadrants: first, second, third and fourth. Now the third part of the question is, what is the name of point where these two lines intersect, which is x-axis and y-axis? So x-axis and y-axis, they intersect at 0, they intersect each other perpendicularly, and then that point is known as origin, and it is denoted as letter O. At question number 2 of the same exercise 3.2, which is on page number 60. So इस question में हम लोग को एक Cartesian plane दिया हुआ है, and on this plane हमारे पास points हैं D, L, B, M, H, E, C and G. So based on this these points, we have been asked few questions. Let's look at those questions and try to find out what are the values for that. So the first question is, find out coordinates for point B. Coordinates, how do we find out coordinates? X coordinate comma y coordinate, we put that in a bracket. So let's look at point B. Where is point B? Here. X coordinate is perpendicular distance from y axis. So this is 5 in minus direction. So it is minus 5. So let's write the x coordinate, which is minus 5. What is the y coordinate for this? Perpendicular distance from x axis. This is 2 in positive direction. So stays 2. And we put that in bracket. So coordinates for point B are minus 5 and 2. Let's look at question number 2, which is again find the coordinates for point C. Locate point C. Here it is. What is the abscissa or x coordinate for point C? If you look at perpendicular line to y axis, we'll understand this. Perpendicular line and distance is 5. So x coordinate is 5 or abscissa is 5. Look at the ordinate. Ordinate is basically 5. Since it's in negative direction, it is going to be minus 5. And we put that in bracket. That's the coordinate for point C. Now third question is, what is the point minus 3 minus 5? So look at first two questions. They are saying look at the point and find out what are the coordinates. In third question, it is the coordinate is given, but we need to identify which point it is. So looking at these coordinates -3, -5. So on x-axis we need to find out -3. On x-axis we go and find out -3, and then for y coordinate we need to have -5. So -5 will be in the lower direction. We go down from here. So -3, -5, we arrive at this location, which is point E. So point -3, -5 is E. Fourth question, what is point 2, -4? Again, coordinates are given. We need to locate the point and tell what is the name of that point. So 2 and 4. On x-axis we go 2 points towards right and side direction, which is positive direction. So we reach origin. We go 2 unit distance in positive direction for x. Here we are, and then y coordinate is -4. So from here we go down because it is negative. So we go down and it is 4. So here what's the name of the point? It's G. So we have identified, reached the point G. G is the answer. Now for fifth question, it says abscissa of point D. Abscissa is the x coordinate. Let's locate point D. What is the abscissa or x coordinate? X coordinate is the perpendicular distance from y axis. If you look at this is perpendicular line, and the x coordinate is 6. So abscissa is 6 for point D. Now ordinate for point H. Ordinate is y coordinate. Let's locate point H. Where it is? Here it is. So if you are looking at y coordinate is the perpendicular distance from x axis. If we draw that line, we find out it is 1, 2, 3. So it is 3. Answer, but this is in negative direction, so it is -3. So y coordinate or ordinate for point H is -3. Now we are again asked the question for point L. We need to identify the coordinates. So let's locate where is point L over here. It's here. So coordinates for point L. X coordinate for point L, since it lies on y axis, it is going to be 0. So we can say perpendicular distance from y axis. So since it lies on y axis, perpendicular distance from y axis is 0. So x coordinate is 0. Let's look at the y coordinate. Y coordinate is distance from x axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 0, 0, 5 is the coordinates for point L. Now we need to find out the coordinates for point M. Let's locate where is point M. It's here. So how do we write coordinates? Again, it's x-axis, x coordinates, y coordinates. X coordinate for M is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, but since it is in negative direction, so it has to be -3. We put a comma and then we find out what are the y coordinates. Perpendicular distance from x-axis, since it is on the x-axis, the distance will be 0. So we write that as 0 and we put that in a bracket. So coordinates for point M are -3, 0. So this completes our question number 2 from exercise 3.2. We are going to look at the exercise 3.3 on page number 65. So these are unsolved questions. हम लोग ये question solve करेंगे and we'll understand it much better. So this is question number 1 in exercise 3.3. Basically there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points are given, and the question is in which quadrant or on which axis will these points lie. Easiest way to do this, let's plot these points and find out on which quadrant or which axis these points are going to lie. So let's start with the first one, -2 and 4. So plotting it, -2 we come over here and 4 is positive, so we go here. It's -2 and 4. Which quadrant it is? Again, looking at the quadrant definition or the way we name it, positive x direction and positive y direction. In this quadrant, this is quadrant 1, first quadrant. Then we go anti-clockwise from here. So this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this one is the fourth one. So point number 1, where does it lie? Quadrant 2. Answer is quadrant 2. Let's look at second point, 3 minus 1. 3 and minus 1. 3 minus 1. Where do we have it? Fourth quadrant. Quadrant fourth. Let's look at next point, -1, 0. X-axis we go in negative direction, -1 and 0. So we don't need to go anywhere up or down. So this is here, which is -1 and 0. What is this? X-axis. So this is X-axis. Let's look at next point, 1, 2. 1, 2. So this is 1, 2. This lies in quadrant 1. That's the answer, quadrant 1. Let's look at the last point in this question, -3, -5. We go to 1, 2, 3, -3, and then we go down to -5. This is the point, -3, -5. Which quadrant it is? Third. So quadrant third is the answer. So now let's look at question number 2 in exercise 3.3, which is given on page number 65. So here we are given the values of x and y's in the table form, and the question is that we need to plot these points. अब क्वेश्चन और पॉइंट प्लॉट करने के लिए हमें सिर्फ वैल्यू चाहिए x और y की. डज इट मैटर कि हम लोग को वो x, y ब्रैकेट में दे या टेबल में? नहीं. तो हमारे पास x और y की वैल्यू है, हम लोग प्लॉट कर सकते हैं. टू स्टार्ट विद वी नीड टू create this Cartesian plane. We need to create x-axis, y-axis. The scale we can take for 1 unit, it is 1 centimeter. So once we have this Cartesian plane, let's look at the points and plot that on the Cartesian plane. Pehla point, -2 and 8. So we go -2 on x-axis, minus negative direction, and then we go all the way to 6, 7, 8 here. So this is -2 and 8. All right, we look at next point, -1 and 7. -1 and 7. So we go again here and it's -1 and 7. This is the point. Third point is 0, -1.25. 0, it will lie on the y-axis, and then we go -1.25. So little bit far away from 1, which is -1. So it is 0, -1.25. Here it is. We go to the next point, which is fourth point, 1 and 3. +1, and then we go to positive direction, which is 3, 1, 2, 3. We plot it here. It is 1 and 3. The final point we have in the question to locate is 3, -1. So we go 3, +1, 2, 3, and then -1 is we go down here, and here we can plot 3, -1. So in this way we can plot all these points, and this concludes our question number 2 for exercise 3.3.